Okay, so here we are, day number 4, and we got the intake on. But really, we got a lot more to do. We're just going to kind of hurry up and try to get this thing done. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we can actually get this thing started tonight. But we'll see. So I just got to say real fast, GM, what the fuck? These power steering pumps are ridiculous. There is literally no clearance. It took, I would say that took about 4 hours to do a power steering pump and the bracket. It is a nightmare. Like, you have to take this thing apart so many ways. You have to put it back together. I think I disassembled and reassembled that thing at least 4 times. Like, why is that so hard? And GM, why are there bolts that are behind things that you can't get unless if you remove things that should be easily accessible? I don't know. So anyway, most likely none of you are going to have to deal with this problem, but just let me tell you, power steering pump on a Corvette is a nightmare. So yeah, well, let's get back to doing the rest of it so we get this thing started. Okay, so we finally got the engine in after all this time, and I gotta tell you, it feels really good. I mean, this has just been such an undertaking. It really has. But we are finally here. Now, we still have to do the headers, yes, but the engine's in the car. We've got all the stuff hooked up. It's ready to go. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to work on getting these headers in. And it is late. I mean, it is, what is it? 2. It's like 2 a.m. right now. So, yeah, but we're just going to push through. We're going to get this done because we got to hear this sucker start. Sorry to anybody who's sleeping. So it's been about an hour later, and yeah, we're calling it quits for tonight because we're just struggling. We're losing track of what's what and what's a wrench, what's a socket. It's we are kind of at our limit for today, so it sucks, but we still got to do the headers. We ran into some issues with the oil cooler lines, but we got them all situated, so it's basically there. But we're going to have to just continue this another day, unfortunately. So if you wonder why there's not a video for a while, here you go. Alright guys, day 5, we're putting in the break-in, basically just zinc is what we're putting in there. It's called ZDDP, whatever. Essentially it's just to help the oil and get it prepared so that way we don't destroy the camshaft or anything like that. Luckily with this engine it's a hydraulic roller, so you don't really have too much to worry about, but we're just taking extra precautions because this is what happened last time, so we don't want that to happen, so we're just taking extra precaution. But yeah, all we gotta do now is get the headers on and hopefully start this thing up. Alright, we got the headers in there. Now we just gotta do the fluids. Okay, so we are officially at the point where we pretty much have to hit the button. And it's gonna take a lot of heart for us to do this because right now we just can't even believe we're at this point. It's been a extremely long journey to get us to this point and to get to this part where we're about to start this thing. And we're still thinking about all the bad things that already happened. Oh, fuck.
Where is the valve?
They're broke off. Bro. That's not good. But hopefully today, we can actually have this thing fire up with no issues. We've already verified. We turned the engine over multiple times. It's still turning. Nothing's hitting. We've got all the fluids in there. We've got everything ready to go for this break-in. I mean, really, we're like at the point of pushing the start button. It's gonna be exciting. I mean, how do you feel right now? A little nervous.
Just a tad bit.
Yeah, I feel you.
Cry a little bit.
Just a little bit, but it's ready. God damn, I look rough. Anyway, we're right now working on figuring out which fuse we need to pull to do the prime, because we're gonna try to get this thing to just rotate, get oil flowing in there, and then once we have that for sure good to go, then we can actually look at starting this thing and see what it sounds like. So. We're both pretty anxious right now, so bear with us. Okay, so we're just gonna pull this fuse. This is the fuel pump fuse, and then we're gonna pull off the coil packs. That way we don't have any spark or fuel. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna try to prime it now. We'll see what it sounds like. Okay. I didn't hear anything bad. It was rotating.
Holy shit!
Hey.
Holy fucking
Hey.
shit!
We might be okay. Holy shit.
Holy shit!
Here we go. 3 months worth of work, all leading up to this one moment. Probably about at almost $3,000 worth of parts and labor and time. All boils down to this moment now. All the work that we've been doing is all leading up to this moment. We're about to find out just what this boomstick sounds like. This goes down as the world's longest camshaft swap ever, period. Here we go. Oh yeah, she fired up. She fired up.
Goddamn.
She fired up. Oh baby. Baby, baby, baby. Oh yeah. Oh. Now that is a fucking Corvette. Yo. You believe it? We fucking did it. We fucking did it. Hell yeah. Oh my god. It fucking runs. It fucking runs. We did it. We fucking did it. Oh my god, we did it. Oh, there's all the snow. Oh my god. There's all the snow. Oh yeah, let's check. Let's make sure. I think it's just burning off oil. It's probably just fluid that we got floating around. It's actually running pretty good. Really? I mean, all things considered. Dude, look at the engine. The whole engine is rocking. That's pretty intense. But I mean, yeah,
It runs.
It
runs.
runs. It freaking runs. Wow. I call that a huge win. Oh my god. Well, are you happy with it?
Very happy.
Yeah,
Very
it
happy.
sounds so good. It sounds so good.
Gonna do without you.
Hell yeah, bruh. We built something, that's for damn sure. This thing is quite the beast. Quite the beast.
Yeah, that's not a small cam.
No, it's not. My god. Well, even though we don't get to take this thing out on our final drive right now, it's fine. Just let this be a lesson to you about perseverance and about why it's important not to give up. Because, I tell you what, 3 months ago when this whole thing started, I never thought we'd be sitting here today the way that we are. I really thought that we were going to have something crazy happen or God knows what. But we managed to get it done. It works. We need to get it tuned and whatever, but like overall, the engine runs. We know it's solid, and yeah, it just goes to show that sometimes if you just push through a little bit harder, you know, you can get it done. Because what's that old saying? How many bites does it take to eat an elephant? Well, it doesn't matter. You just do one bite at a time.